Hello, Ravenauts all around the world. Thank you for joining us for the first Ravencoin Community Day of 2023. All right, I am your host, Blockchain John, here in the Ravencoin Discord server and hanging out with Quothing here. Hello, Quothing. All right, so before we get started, I want to jump over, while we still get more people showing up, let's go ahead and jump over to Ravencoin Foundation. The website, ravencoin.foundation. All right, helping Ravencoin soar. The Ravencoin Foundation is not Ravencoin. Ravencoin is open source software that volunteers run to create a network of nodes that construct a massively replicated blockchain-based ledger for Raven and for any other asset tokens that get created by the network user. The Ravencoin Foundation is a non-profit organization that endeavors to assist and protect the Ravencoin open source project. It also provides a legal entity that can hold and distribute development funds, apply for signing keys and certificates, hold app store accounts, run Ravencoin Explorers, run seed nodes, connect community members, and communicate a shared vision for the project. And here they have their donation address if you guys would like to donate to the Ravencoin Foundation. All right, what they have here, which is pretty cool, they have the resources available here for the stablecoin proposal. That's being worked on. Ravencoin development proposal with bounties, proposal description. They have, if you want to check out their accounting from the foundation, it's here as well. They have the board meetings, their minutes. If you want to check out the code audit as well. And here's a bunch of links down below. You can download it on Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, and Android. Of course, I think these wallets are a lot better. The asset wallets, you have Mango Farms and Zocor and Stibitz. And Raven wallets, Atomic Wallet, Kobo Wallet, Decent, Dove Wallet, Edge, Exodus, Flare, Garda, Omit. And of course, you got, let's see, participate in Discord, Telegram, Facebook. I think the two most active ones are going to be Discord and Telegram. Obviously, we're hanging out here in Discord. More people are going to show up here in a bit. All right, there's a lot of places to trade, as you can see. I'm not going to go through the entire list, but there it is if you guys want to know more about that. All right, let me just open up the white paper really quick and just go over a little bit about the white paper. Those of you just joining us, just go ahead and mute your mic for a minute while I go over the Ravencoin white paper, a peer-to-peer electronic system for creation and transfer assets. All right, let me go ahead and zoom in on that a bit. Okay, here we go. Written by Bruce Fenton, Tron Black at ravencoin.org, the 3rd of April, 2018. All right, in the fictional world of Westeros, ravens are used as messengers who carry statements of truth. Ravencoin is a use case-focused blockchain designed to carry statements of truth about who owns what assets. Thank you to the Bitcoin founder and developers. The Ravencoin project was launched based on the hard work and continuous efforts of over 430 Bitcoin developers who made over 14,000 commits by the date of the Ravencoin code fork. We are eternally grateful to you for the diligence in making a secure network and for your support of free and open source software development. The Ravencoin project is built on the foundation you built. All right, abstract. Ravencoin is a blockchain and platform optimized for transferring assets, such as tokens, from one holder to another, based on the extensive development and testing of the UTXO model of the Bitcoin protocol. Ravencoin is built on a fork of the Bitcoin code. Key changes include a block reward time of 1 minute, a change in the number of coins issued, but not the weighted distribution scheduled, and the addition of assets creation and messaging capabilities. Ravencoin is free and open source. All Ravencoin are fairly issued and mined publicly and transparently using proof of work, using the X16R algorithm, which actually has been updated to the Kapow algorithm. There is no private, public, founder, or developer allocation set aside. Ravencoin is intended to prioritize security, user control, privacy, and censorship resistance. It is open to use and develop in any jurisdiction while allowing simple additional features for users based on needs. There you go. If you guys want to read more about the Ravencoin white paper, there's a lot of stuff here. It goes through, number 1, the introduction. Number 2, background tokens and other assets. Number 3, full asset-aware protocol level system. Read into that. It's pretty cool. And let's see, number 4, Ravencoin launch and algorithm. Number 5, asset issuance and transfer. Number 6, the rewards. Number 7, unique tokens. Number 8, messaging stakeholders. Number 9, voting. Number 10, privacy. Number 11, additional 12, conclusion. And there you go. All right, now let's jump over while we still get people joining us. Great. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to jump over to the development meetings channel. All right. I want to talk about what's been going on with development because that's important. We all need to know what's going on with development. All right. Let's. I don't think much happened in the last meetings. Not this one that was today, but we're just going to go through it. It's 1 week back to December 30th. And let's see. Kinkajou channel opened. Tron says, "Hi, everybody." Not directly related to dev, but I hope to get out a report on the Ravencoin Foundation finances in the next week or so. I know that was a discussion in one of the other channels that should be more there should be more transparency. There is transparency, but I think it needs more explanation. I moved the Raven to new addresses so I could safely get the EVR for the foundation. Those new addresses are published. All right, thank you, Tron. All right, Seal Clever responds with a link to Discord. Any way to include the CPU miner from this into Core? Tron responds, CPU mining would not be economically feasible for Ravencoin. GPUs are 100 times. Someone _2 responds, may be handy for devs though. Burn a CPU thread rather than touching a GPU. SRB miner does this last time I checked, but still would require a pool and so on. Seal Club responds, I got Kapal Miner to work with CPU. Was just an idea. It does direct to node as well, so devs should have all the tools. SBR is closed source, right? Jaraz responds to Tron. I think it would make it a lot easier to keep testnet going. That is actually true, right? All right, and I think that was the end of that meeting for the last Friday. And Kinkajou responds on New Year's with the link from GitHub. Need one more approval from Hans or Tron. Edit resolved. All right, cool. Now, today's meeting, January 6, 2023. Let's see what's going on. All right, hopefully a lot of stuff for the New Year's, right? Kinkajou, sorry I'm late. Family emergency. Channel open. Great, thank you, Kinkajou. Humble Miner responds, not dev related, but I plan to draw a proposal for Ravencoin Roundtable. Expansion of this meeting, but a broader sense. Maybe 1 quarter. Each session will have an agenda, inputs/outputs, and meeting minutes. Goal is to pool inputs from multiple mediums such as Reddit/Twitter, etc., and host here. Outputs will be broadly verbalized through multiple mediums. Seal Club responds with a Stratum code. Raven testnet pool 50% block rewards goes to Faucet. Enjoy. Pretty cool. Jaraz responds, at Hans Schmidt wrote a cleaner solution for the build from source issue github.com/raven project/ravencoin/pool/1226. And cool. All right. Barry Styles responds, is there any reason your vision doesn't build, test, or bench at Hans Schmidt? This is my build file here, github.com/raven project/raven/blob/master.github. Okay. No hacks here, question mark. Kai responds to the Humble Miner. For the love of God, call it anything else. Howdy. If this is still open, I was curious what parties were currently playing with the broadcast feature of Ravencoin at all. And I was curious if any GUI related work for that was still kind of dead in the water. I was also curious if anyone has any plans for minable asset projects they want to share. I'm interested in utilizing this feature more and wanted to get together with other people who have used it in the past or do currently, and look at any previous work that might have been done in regards to how that eventually was meant to display in the GUI in Core. I've been thinking of releasing a comic series on IPFS, one of my billion projects, and have had the plans in motion for about 2 to 3 years. I think it would be cool to use broadcast for publishing, but I'm still a bit hazy on where the message channel token was left in regard to the Core QT, or in general, I guess. Kinkajou is this still open? It's been for a few months since I lurked this. Just let me know if I did something wrong or whatever. Don't get sassy at me. That's it for the development meeting. The channel, I'm just going to kindly let them know the channel is still open. and we are done. All right, let's see who do we have here in the house in the community corner. It's four of us: Kai, Humble Miner, and Quothing. Hello, how you guys doing?
Yo, we had a
Hey,
couple more fell off, but it's okay. They may be back.
Yeah, I figured. I'm sure I annoy them just reading verbatim that stuff there, but I think it's very important just to read it directly from the people that are the developers publishing this stuff on there. We need to hear it directly from them, so that's why I
oh,
do
that
that.
was me, John. The
What?
last one you read. Did you know that?
That was you?
Yeah, it was me. I was just curious about the messaging token for
Ah,
like pinging people for like when a new issue gets published or something like that.
uh huh.
And how it like
Oh yeah, it was you.
it seems for the way that I see it now, it's like I'll have to like teach people how to display the data. You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
Mhm.
In the core wallet. I'm curious. Probably just gonna end up being that I make like a again, I just don't know really like a third party tool is also kind of weird. You know, you want it to them to be you want it to be on something they're already using. I've been thinking of anyway. Yeah.
So
I was curious if you
is
knew
there
that
is
was
there
me
anything out there?
asking that. As far as I understand it, like messaging works. And I kind of asked Prowl probably 2 or 3 weeks ago some more specifics on that particular the messaging channel token because like just kind of seemed weird to me how like when I first was reading like the initial papers for Ravencoin, like I
Mhm.
thought that would be like a token that would be you'd send it and it would contain some sort of message data that perhaps would be like unlocked on the other side, but it seems like it's more of like I said, that broadcast feature where it seems like you, if I understand correctly, you move the token to yourself to sort of like make an output on the chain, um, or just to broadcast something to the chain, and then the transaction, and then from there it just kind of carries the 32 bytes or whatever on the end of the you know
Hmm.
transaction hash or whatever it was. I can't remember what he said. I'd have to go back and look at it, but I was
But nobody has
sorry.
done that yet,
I
right?
was
Has
working
it?
on videos all that night last night. What's that?
Oh, dude, those videos are awesome, man. I love those things. That's so awesome.
I'm
I don't know if I can play
glad you
that
like them.
here, but they're great. They're great videos, man.
No,
We
you
definitely need a
can't.
series.
Don't do. Yeah, you'll get the MCAs if you
Okay,
play my
okay, okay.
videos on
That's good to know.
your stuff.
All right.
Don't do it.
Cool. It's fun though. It's fun. I like watching it when you post it. I'm like, oh man, this is great stuff, man. I love it. I love it. You know.
Yeah, they're kind of like that last one was kind of like a meme, like kind of like a super cut. I'm kind of like using them as just sort of like it's just old stuff that I've actually pulled out of the discords that are just like all that stuff is just meshed together. And there's stuff hidden in there too, but it's just stuff that's meshed together from old memes from the Discord server. So
Yeah.
there's like a little bit of history in there,
Yeah. That's
somewhat, but more like
that's what makes
social
it funny
community
is that like
history.
if you're part of the community, you know
It's
what's going on,
layered.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah. I
The
love it.
Vincent roast is absolutely great, and it's really undertoned, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah, he's been, Vince and I have had, it's funny, when Vince first joined the community, we got along really great because we both like music a lot. And we kind of bonded over that and had a lot of good conversations. Around the time that he started talking about changing the tokenomics of the project, if you, right, the burn rate, is we started
Yeah.
having disagreements around that time.
Hmm.
The thing that's really fucked up is that a lot of people agree with him. It's just the way of his delivery that's just it's
Um,
something.
I think that people who generally agree with that point of view are it's short-sighted because you know when are you going to stop, right? Like it's a Pandora's box. Like you change it for this, there's someone anyone can come up with can politicize any sort of anything enough to say that they, to want to change the but that's kind of like to me, changing the burn rate is very much like making more Bitcoin, right? Max supply. Like you just don't do stuff like that. Like you find other solutions, whether they be like layer two or whatever the case may be. I hate that everyone says layer two for everything, but I think
No,
that
I agree. I agree with you actually.
I think that yeah, I'm in that camp of the like leave the chain, leave Raven alone.
As far as new projects to mention, John,
Hmm.
there's an NFT project that's released recently. It's Ravencoin Assets project, the 1337 mint,
Can you post a link
which
here so I
is
can show?
yeah, absolutely. I bought a few of them just because I'm gonna give a couple of them away over time.
Mm-hmm.
But also it's just, I mean, Ravencoin Assets has been like probably the resource for, well, Ravencoin assets,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that everybody should be supporting him. Unfortunately, as of right now, 30 no, hold on. Oh, a couple more had sold. 41 have sold. Wow, a few more people did pick one up. That's great. And yeah, I think that a lot of people should really consider supporting him. He's he's really been like something for me in the community. He's probably been the reason why I have stuck around so long is because of people just like him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't think I'm alone in that, and I wish more people would be supporting him. To give you the link to the tweet though, because inside of the tweet you can actually see some of the art.
Okay.
It's a blind mint, so that's kind of part of it too. Is
That's what I
that
was
it?
going to ask right now because it says right here details. Welcome to 1337. 11,337 tokens equals one blind mint NFT during blind mint
Guys,
phase.
is it leet or is he calling it 1337? Is it like?
I think
I was
that
just
that's what
curious.
he's calling the project. Yeah,
He does call it 1337.
for one, yeah, 1337. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's what he called
Where where it's just I figured he was just calling it leet. You know what I mean?
it.
But where
So let me read this. It says 1337
great artwork on that collection, by the way.
is a Ravencoin main
Absolutely.
asset that will be home to 1,337 unique RVN inspired digital art pieces immutably stored on the IPFS and tagged to tokens issued on the Ravencoin blockchain. Let's see, participate in blind mint, buy 1337 tokens. Okay. So, but each token is worth 337, correct? Is that the way I'm reading it, or is just a token called 1337, and you're just buying one 1337 for
Yeah.
337?
There's 1,000 of them total.
Okay, so
And
that's a little
then
confusing
yeah,
because the way it says
I think there is 1337 like in total
yes.
of what he's gonna do,
Uh
because
huh.
there's like a bunch of like sub asset giveaway things that he's
Uh
doing
huh.
and a couple others. But yeah, he's
Oh,
got some cool stuff worked up in
oh,
the in the
here's a
in the
link.
mix. It's
Let's
just
see. I
it's
got.
gonna require people using it.
This is just a link to the coin. Okay, I was hoping to see something.
In the tweet that I sent, it actually has
Oh,
uh like in the comments, you'll see that there is actually like
let's check it out.
some links. Or, yeah, some of the pictures of it and stuff.
Oh, fire. Oh yeah. Is this is this is AI, isn't it?
Yeah. It's 100% AI.
Yeah, I can tell.
He built it using Galley, which
Dolly,
is
yeah,
a really fucking cool. Really fucking cool.
yeah.
But yeah, that's a new project.
I
The roundtable thing,
what's his name?
that's worth talking about.
Um. Oh my gosh, on the tip of my tongue. Hold on. Let me just. I don't want to show my private messages here. It was who reached out to me. It was.
You get some booby pics in your DMs, John. What's up?
No. Just nobody needs to see who I'm talking to, what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Yeah, Joaquin. Did you guys get contacted by Joaquin?
Yeah, as I hold one of his NFTs, and so I got one of the airdrop NFTs that he gave out.
So it says, I don't know. Maybe, I guess it's okay to read this. Good morning. I hope your year started on a positive note and everything's been going well for you. Yeah, it has actually. Well, you've been When you're available, please send me an Assetware Raven address. You're included in my New Year's airdrop, listed as a token of gratitude for all your contributions to our community. Now that's exciting, man,
It's a
because
good one.
this dude makes some really, really good stuff, man.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
Don't forget to drop an Addy.
yeah. Oh, man, let me do that right now before I forget. Okay, hold on one second for the viewers. Go to my coin tree. All right. Actually, I can do
Yeah,
that.
no kidding. I mean, he's probably. I mean, I hate to kind of compare artists and whatnot, but I mean, he probably makes the best stuff on Ravencoin. If not, like the best, like some of the best stuff that I've ever seen. He's really, it's amazing. The one that I have, I'm constantly in awe of that NFT.
Speaking of other projects, I saw that the metaverse Ravenverse is looks like it's going to be coming out soon
Oh
from
yeah, right.
Faxi.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't want to use
Yeah,
that name yesterday. They were telling me to make that 8-bit metaverse one. I was like, well, I can't use Ravenverse because that's already taken. What about RVNverse? I'm like, no, that's the same thing, man. You don't want to step on other people's toes, man. Come on.
I think you should do an homage to Push and do Ravenland.
Well,
That's my take, but whatever. It's
it ended up being named Raven Society. It's pretty cool
that's
because
too.
this particular server, in comparison to the other one, this server is actually laid out intentionally for conferences and conventions. You can go in there, set up your booths. It's pretty much you know how in Braveland there's all the booths in the one
yeah.
room.
I actually just signed up for it. Yeah, it definitely reminded me of it.
Oh, okay, cool. Actually, maybe I should do that. Just show that a little bit here. Let's see. Let's switch over. Oops. Let's switch over to my other account and show that real quick. Show how the peeps it works. It works, man. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. If I can find it. Is that it? That is. Actually, quoting you, you did the. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for tweeting that out. I didn't even tweet that out. You tweeted that out, man. Awesome. I think I posted it in Discord and just forgot to put it on Twitter.
Happy tweeting.
Yeah, I know. You're on that Twitter stuff, man. You're Twitter fire. All right, while this is loading up, what else do we? Okay, it's loaded up. Oh, I'm on the wrong server. Ish. Sorry, wrong one. Let's switch out. Sign out.
Is it possible for you to share your screen, John? So we
Yes. It's gonna lag out my.
Oh no, never mind. Screw that.
Yeah.
Keep your thing going. It's all good.
Let's see. So you tweeted out the one for EVR, but not for RVN. Oh well, that's okay. It should be here in the nest. I think if I just type my name in the nest, right? Let's see. Block change on there. There I am. And where is it at? It's not here. Did somebody delete it? There it is. Raven Society. Click on that. And click on that. All right, let's show the people's what Raven Society is all about. Here we go. Oh no, I'll be right back. Don't want to show that stuff there. Okay, let's go to that account and sign in. Password. Awesome. Proceed. All right, go back. Thank you. Connecting the server. All right. Raven Society. Here it is. Check this out. Let's see. Anyone else in here? No. Nobody's using the Ravencoin server. Blah. Blah. All right.
I think burnout is super real. Super real with some folks right now.
Burnout.
Yeah, most people are completely clapped on their purchase of Raven, dude. Anybody over the past 2 years, they're clapped.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that just, I hate to say it, but that really does dictate a lot of people's energy towards something.
It's definitely quiet. I will say that. It's been quiet for a while.
Yep. Well, it's another tool, man. It's another tool to be used. So that's really cool that this is available and it's free, and everything's there's already like a preset of everything on here, and it can be modified if you want to change anything. Go feel free to change anything. You know. All right, that's a little sample.
Yeah,
There.
I think
Go ahead.
I think those spaces are super cool. Like I really enjoy it. I mean, it's so akin to Pokemon, and that is what immediately like spoke to me. I was like, wow, this is just like exploring like a Pokemon,
Yeah,
like a town.
but you know what's cool about it is that you have that functionality to speak. You can turn your microphone on there. You can turn your camera on there. You can screen share. You can play videos in there. Uh, you can post links on there. You can build your own store in here. That's what's really cool about this. And
Yeah, I think there's a lot of level for utility in there for a lot of, I mean, NFT projects. I think that like uh RV NFT
mhm.
and the mere NFT Raven could probably, they like all of the work that's being done that they're producing for other artists. Like they could use that space. They could make their own uh,
Mhm.
just to include other people. I think that that's awesome.
Yep. 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 And what's nice about it is that it's web based. You don't have to download an app. So there's less friction there. That's what's cool about that. That's the big plus right there.
That is a benefit. A lot of people don't download Braveland because of that, and they have to
Exactly.
download the software,
That's why when
which
I
I kind of understand
uh-huh.
to a degree because it is it's just yeah, it's just like I definitely get why people are hesitant about it.
Yeah, my Mac fought me so hard on downloading Braveland. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I downloaded it on my Windows. I couldn't even get it to run on Mac. It was garbage.
All right, so I just showed Raven Society. I am done there. It's time to exit. Oh, I don't need to sign out. Oh, there he is.
Also, it should be worth mentioning, especially since this is on a podcast.
Uh-huh.
Braveland is great, and I enjoy using it, and I think it's a cool thing. However, I've heard multiple stories of how people's data are not kept extremely well, like username and password on there. So yeah, that's something that should be
Oh.
on a bit. People should not be reusing passwords in the fucking first place. But
Mm-hmm.
obviously, when there's community members that have came out and said, yeah, I was reusing a password, it was taken from there. It's worth bringing up.
So it's been a while since we've had one of these Ravencoin community days, and the newest hot wallet that's on the market that everybody loves is Moontree. People are loving Moontree. It's amazing. I would load it up, but I don't want to show what I have in my wallet, so just trust me, it's an amazing wallet. Check it out. Maybe there's some
I know you
images.
got ass pennies in there though.
Was that from you, bro?
It might have.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. Moontree. Hmm. Oh, well, I guess. Why Moontree? That's the question. Why Moontree? Did you guys get an answer for that?
What you mean? Why Moontree? Like, why was it made?
Yeah. No. Why? No. Why was it named Moontree?
Oh, that's a great question, actually.
I think I was there's an old Raven meme, Tree Fitty, which is a 350 sat target point that a lot of the um, OGs wanted to hit early back in the day, and then obviously like When Moon, Tree Fitty, and I think When Moon combined, Moon Tree.
Uh huh. Okay.
Is how I think he explained it.
That checks out.
Yeah. 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 I'll accept that. Yeah. Sure.
I remember Ricky would always say that
Moontree.
from a south no Tree Fitty, Wind Tree Fitty.
Yeah. So when's the next auction? Are we gonna have another one anytime soon?
Shout out to Ricky. Shout out to Ghost of Ricky.
Seriously.
What?
R.I.P.
Shout out
Hold on. What are
to.
you guys talking about? Hold on. Stop. Put
Where
the
have you
brakes on.
been? Where have you been for a whole year?
What do you mean? What
Ricky's-
Well, no.
Ricky's
Ricky's
I
been
know
gone.
he's been MIA. I tried contacting him, man, but I don't know why he's MIA.
He was kind of just done with. I mean, there was a couple things I think that played into it. I think like AI started to really kick off around that point. I think people were just kind of using and abusing him.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the one thing that I picked up on. You know.
and I think
Ricky.
he was just kind of done with the community. I don't know. I mean, not individuals. I mean, I talked to him about it, and I think he just put most of his time and effort into Bitcoin at that point.
Yeah, and I think that's what he's doing now, right?
Yeah, I haven't talked to him for a while. I don't know if his account's still active or not. It's been a bit.
Mm.
He was always one of those dudes that like you hate to lose and you love to see in a community because he just like
Uh,
donated a bunch of time because it's what he liked to do. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's just to me it seemed like he got to a point where he didn't like doing it anymore, so he started doing something else. You know
I'm
what I
so
mean? Like we all do that. You know?
I'm so glad I had the time to interview him. So there it is. Ghost of Ricky.
Yeah. You're very fortunate, man. He's a great dude to know.
Yeah.
He's 1 in a million. Seriously.
He's not
But
I
shout
have
dead,
not
man.
met
He's
very
not.
many
You guys make it
selfless
sound like
people like
he's
him.
dead.
shout
He's
out to
not,
Ghost of Ricky.
He's not dead.
We don't make it sound like that. Shout out to Ghost of Ricky. We're not making it sound like that at all, man.
You guys are gonna make like a little meme video, freaking guy. I know he's gonna make a video about that now.
He's,
I don't. I've never. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't even watch videos.
Uh,
I don't know how to make videos.
uh,
What you guys talking about?
all right. We still got time,
I
man.
make
We're
all
barely
those on my
halfway
phone.
through. We're barely halfway through. What else do we got going on?
Ravencoin meetup is locked in. The dates are
Oh
locked.
yeah. Hey, can you post the link here? I want to show that.
Oh
And
shit.
so I'm actually I have it written down right.
Who's What's going on
here.
with that?
Yeah, give us a little update on that. So I have Ravencoin
Do you
Expo
have
April
like
16th and
speakers
17th.
lined up there? And like I know you said you had sponsors. Are they speaking? Or you know?
Yeah, definitely one of the sponsors are going to be speaking.
Or
So I floated the idea around for a little bit, and um, and Ryan from Just NFTs was like, "Dude, yeah, we need this," and he was the first one of like, "Let's pick this up," and I was like, "Well, I mean, shit, I was going to pay for it, but yeah, please, I would love to take some of the weight off my shoulders." And then Jeroz has kind of always mentioned like, hey, if we're ever going to do another meetup, we should be hitting up Bitmain. So Bitmain is going to be a sponsor as well,
Oh,
which they
nice.
do for Bitcoin. They're big supporters of proof of work as a whole, and yeah,
Is sponsoring Bitcoin or sponsoring Ravencoin?
so they're going to be well. It's going to be for one of the days are going to be for most likely like Bitcoin, and
Oh, I see.
probably open it up to some stupid Ethereum people, just because of the need for a little bit more sponsors,
Mm-hmm.
just to like literally cover everything.
But
And
Bitmain
then
is sponsoring Ravencoin Expo.
yes,
Okay.
100%.
why don't you, Oren, if I may, why don't you? Not that I understand the cash draw or appeal of Ethereum, but why don't you? You don't have much time, but and I could kind of point you in some directions if you did want to do that, but look more towards Bitcoin and Bitcoin forks. I know you already said Bitcoin, but like, Ethereum is such a different code. You know what I mean? Such a different project.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
think
almost kind of cool for you to get either
Ergo-
fans or developers from people who work with Bitcoin's code base. Or there's all sorts of.
I found that all of the people that are building on like Taro and things like that, they are the most like they're very difficult fucking people to talk to about it. Just because they're kind of like stuck in their mindset.
I'm not familiar with that project. What is you said Taro?
Yeah, so it was like a shoot off of Taproot when
Oh,
Taproot
okay.
came into Bitcoin, and it allows like asset capability on not on Bitcoin, but it uses Bitcoin. It's so
So you want
fucking
it to be asset centric. It's going to be asset centric, not just
well.
necessarily
I
the.
wouldn't. I
Cause,
would actually
sorry.
like to. I'd like to pull that out of the scope a little bit more. Like assets are great, and I think that they're cool, and there's a lot of stuff that can be done with it. But I agree that it should kind of like the scope should be opened up a little bit into just talking about other projects. And so,
Oh, hey, man, I wasn't saying that I thought that the scope should be opened up if that would, I was just, I'm curious what how you got this, what your vision is for this thing. Do you have like anything written out? I know you have your Twitter, but like, do you have like a website for it yet or anything? Or like a
no,
meetup page?
haven't.
You know,
Nope,
they've got the Ravencoin like meetup page, right? You're gonna tap whoever. Does that guy still chill?
I haven't
Dude,
seen
was it?
that actually.
I'll send you a link after. Just don't
Yeah, please.
remind me before I go. Not the chat, but before I leave
Absolutely.
the server.
So, are you looking for more sponsors, or what's going on with that? Are you locked in with all that?
Um,
Well,
I'm sure they're looking for like booth sponsors and stuff. I no doubt, but
Wait. Who
I think
are you leading it, or
financially,
is Josh leading it?
um, I mean, I'm gonna be like emceeing it, yeah, and like
Oh,
kind of
okay.
just like introducing stuff, yeah. So I mean, obviously, I'd like to have you as a speaker there and be able to kind of talk about what you've got going on, and it would help bring exposure to what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be super cool. I need to really actually kind of ramp up the contacting people like before it's too late because holy shit, time is flying.
I am very like debating myself right now to buy the tickets to fly out there, because it's $100 round trip, for those days, and I
Oh,
was like,
dude.
dude, I should get it, but I did not secure those days for time off, right? So I'm like, I have to wait till my boss comes back from vacation. I was like, well, when they come back from vacation? Well, not till the beginning of February. It's like, man, that's a lot of time, man. We
You
got
just
to figure
gotta
this
quit.
out now.
You just gotta quit your job.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. It'd be nice. It'd be nice.
um,
I got my lottery ticket.
Not in the bear market.
Yeah, no.
can
I
you guys
think
hear me
about
real
that
quick?
actually.
Oh,
What was
sorry.
that?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Before we got too far, I just wanted to kind of like dial in on a thing real quick. So like just a couple examples of like projects that so like Zcash, right, is a fork of Bitcoin, but Komodo is a fork of Zcash. Do you know what I mean? So like sometimes there are degrees of separations, and you can find projects that pretty much are doing what Ethereum does, and then you're like Komodo does atomic dexes and things like that as well. So it's a pretty somewhat versed. It's a pretty interesting project. So and then I'm not endorsing these projects by any means, just by saying like like even Bitcoin Cash and like I don't know what the SV one, but they all have assets and shit, right? It's
Yeah.
just about playing nice with some of these guys. You know what I mean? To
Mm-hmm.
get them, if you're gonna do it with fucking Ethereum, you know what I mean? Might as well do it with someone who's like using something that looks like Ravencoin's code. You know what I mean? Like not something that's just like so fucking like that different. You know what I mean? And like those guys
I've
suck
been
worse.
blocked. I've
We,
been blocked by CSW.
well, that dude for what it, whatever. But like there may be some mom and pop, quote unquote mom and pop company somewhere who they don't care what Craig thinks, and they're happy to come shill their product at your thing and give you money or what. You know what I'm saying? Like not
Yeah, you're
everything
right.
is so vertical in blockchain. So like just food for thought, man.
What about the
No, you're
avian
absolutely right.
community?
You know what? I actually thought about kind of hitting up a couple of them. I did press Moontree, or I'm sorry, Whale Street a little bit about coming and kind of giving up some time for EVR because I think that would be really really helpful for Evermore.
There's a lot of forks of Zcash that do a lot of weird stuff, man. If you're interested in like finding other, projects, and then of course, the third party applications and stuff that are built for those projects to
I actually
become
really
thought.
like
If you can
privacy
pull a
coins,
project, I'm sorry.
so that would be cool. I really like privacy coins, so I think that would be cool.
Well, you got
Zcash
what's his
is
face
a
there.
privacy coin, right?
Yeah.
Zcash is it's a coin with optional privacy. It has
Mimble Wimble.
shielded addresses. Did they implement
really like-
Mimble on Zcash?
I'm about to find out.
Yeah, I'd really like to have
I
Monero.
don't think they did.
If I'm being honest.
I don't think
that would be news to me.
No, I think the latest one was
I learn stuff all the
Litecoin to
time.
implement it.
I did hear about that. They've been kicking that idea around for quite some time. Dash is a fork of it was a I don't think it's a privacy coin anymore. They kind of were like fast payments, but they're a fork of Bitcoin, and there's that dude floating around who's slapping
I
keys
should
with him,
actually.
so.
I should contact him. Yeah, because he works with a couple.
Yeah,
of them.
how much you paying me for this, by the way? All this, huh?
Well, I'm gonna pay you. No,
that's
I'm
good.
Gonna,
My consulting fee is
Watch out, he pays an ass
in your
penny.
ballpark.
I do. I pay an app penny.
Oh man. You guys are gonna have an address for me out there and listening somewhere pretty soon. So, yeah. Man, man, I gotta shit. I gotta get my ancient Kai from Ricky, yo. I told him I promised him. And of course now I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he's
That's
still
a side
holding all
thing.
those assets.
Well, there's a few of them out there, So the market begins, guys. The OTC Ravencoin art market is.
Yeah.
Oh no, you've got the Ravenous thing. You actually have marketplaces. That's right. It's not as. Man, you guys have no idea. Not in the Wild West NFTs. Back when
I
I
love
think this was
the
doing
OG stories.
RV2 at the time. What's that?
I said I love the OG stories of things because it was so primitive but so community driven. Even the Sevi, there was the lawyer, fucking god damn it, what was his name? The lawyer that debated with Bruce. He has one of the ancients. It's so good.
Is that the Michael Saylor guy? They love that guy. What, right?
Oh yeah, I have the Max.
Max Kaiser, they love that guy too. That's the silver JP Morgan guy, right? I learned things, stuff.
He tweeted about Ravencoin actually once.
He loves that kid.
He since deleted it actually because I brought it to his attention too many times on Twitter. He's like, I'm just gonna delete this.
I was gonna say I looked into him briefly, and then I saw I landed on some weird he was in his living room with his wife smoking weed talking about crypto, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Dude, am I thinking of the right guy?
Absolutely, you
probably
are.
Okay. Word. Okay. Is he still doing that?
Crazy rants and yeah, that's him.
Is he still doing that? He just chills and smokes weed with his wife, and just this is what you need to know.
Absolutely.
In silver. I'm like, all right, man. You tell me what I need to know about Bitcoin and silver.
Did you just say he's sober?
And silver.
Oh,
didn't he do something with
no.
he took out ads for gold or silver or for was it JP Morgan or something? I can't.
Not so sure. I was gonna say he's
This
definitely
is
not
rusty
sober.
synapse is firing off here, boys. So sorry if I'm getting wires crossed.
It was
talk about
2
ancients.
years ago.
I just got a Fox.
What?
Yeah, I picked up a Fox. Somebody was selling the ancient Fox, and I got that the other day. So I got two. I got the Grizzly and the Fox.
Nice.
You got to be careful with some of those because what's his name? Frizzy. Yeah, he came back and released 10 more or 12 more ancients. Bro, those aren't ancients.
Oh shit! Sorry, guys. I forgot we're in a podcast. Yeah, I don't know. The only ancients that I know of are the original ancients, which is Bruce, me, Pat,
Sevi.
That's it. He did make Sevi. Yeah, it's Blob Sevi. Yeah.
You're saying that Tron wasn't an OG?
Bro, we don't do that to Tron. We don't do stuff like that to Tron. What do you mean Tron's not? Tron's the architect of the chain, man. But yeah, no, he's definitely an OG, but we don't do that to Tron. We'll turn him into Pokemon cards.
I
You know?
I have it.
Not that he wouldn't appreciate. He'd probably appreciate it. It's just like,
I have an ancient.
he's got work to do.
I have an ancient Doug.
I
Yeah,
really
I saw
wanted
someone
the
made those dudes or made the Doug. Yeah.
I really wanted the
Dougie.
ancient diamond Pepe. That
Yeah, that's the
that's the
moneymaker
one I
right there,
Yeah.
wanted.
bro.
I can't find that anywhere.
Yeah,
The ancient
A
what?
lot of those.
the Pepe.
It's the diamond Pepe.
Oh man. Yo, yeah. I remember. That's why I like these little like early Ravencoin, either like Force and Ravencoin, and it's early like because it's like you always get this sort of like weird, like, oh, I want that one. And everyone's like, why? And I'm like, don't worry. You know what I mean? Don't ask me why
And it's
I want it. I
impossible.
want that one. It's just
They're
I've
impossible to
played trading
find.
card games since I was a little kid. You know what I mean? And like play so it gets that same itch for me, and then obviously you're using blockchain and getting more proficient and familiar with it as you go. So like that's always a good thing too. Other than just slapping cardboard around. What?
Okay, so-
It's
Sorry.
like a rarity. It's like a rarity factor, like you said. When you've collected cards and stuff, like that kind of stuff really does. Like it holds value to me. Like even if it doesn't hold any kind of financial value, like ever in the future, I don't give a fuck. Like it's just so. It has like this nostalgia almost to it that is just you've got to have
You
it.
know, those things I think about like before I go to bed, like so like digital scarcity, like that idea has been something that's like just been like cooking my noodle for like a really long time. Like I like love the idea of digital uniqueness, right? Because it was something that like I always wished I had as a kid, like in like in MMOs and stuff like that. Like man, I wish this was like provably a unique item, or they made one of a kind items. Like I played some games, like there's an old game Cartoon Network made called Cartoon Orbit, where you would basically collect images. It's basically like something like CryptoKitties, and it's like but they ended up having like a card game stuff in it. It was Time Warner Ancient
I
History, but
was
they basically. I'm sorry.
no, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It'll circle back to crypto, but because like there was like a market and like people traded these things. Dude, I played like a pirated. I don't know if I should say this stuff, but they basically the guy who was like the admin for that thing. His name was Toon, and he ended up kind of like keeping that project going in a website called Collectoons for years after the fact. It shut down a few years back. Yeah, it was interesting because it was like you could hack the thing and make a million or something, but the game, the pirated version of it or whatever you would want to call it, was so small. It's like, well, who are you doing that for? You know what I mean? It's like everyone's just not. Everyone's like, okay, don't play with that guy. You know what I mean? It was like that small of a market. But when you played it and had something that was super rare, it was fun. You know what I mean? Because you could, there'd be like 50 people out there, and they're all like, who the rich ones are and who will pay what. It's just a fun like social, thing. Even just there's even if there is no. I'm not getting anything but the entertainment value of just like it's like fantasy football almost, but for instead of they're not even real assets. You know what I mean? Like so it's like people play fantasy stocks and shit like that. And I'm like, well, I guess it's like training. You know what I mean? But like that was just nonsense thing to kind of get back to the Wild West NFT stuff, which is like it's fun because you can kind of like if I make 3 of something, right? I've always thought like people always say this thing of like the coin max supply doesn't. I'm ranting, sorry guys. The coin max supply doesn't matter, right? But I always bring up the point of like 42 coin is like it proves it wrong, like right because like 142 coin is worth like whatever like 100 today, but it's always worth over $1,000. But like at the end of the day, there's like not that much value in that chain. But like if you're one of those guys who just was like, oh, I got a 42 coin because I like turned my computer on at the right time, like it's pretty funny. And so I think like that I like to think of it, the thing I think about when I go to sleep is like 200, 300, 400, 500 years down the road, right? When if these chains truly are immutable and last that long into the future and people are just mining dust fees, right? How collectible will some of this shit be, right? Like I think I said before, like on Evermore, I sent restricted assets out, tagged like a scammer's address. They burned coins they stole and sent me like a reply asset. Like, I think that's pretty collectible. However, I'm not shilling it or anything like that, and I don't intend to sell it. I just think yeah, it sucks. Like, that's the way I got it, and I was just fucking with the guy because like it was a dick thing for him to do, and he's, you know what I mean, whatever. But it was funny. But yeah, now I've got 2 assets that are burnt from stolen coins. You know, there probably aren't too many people that can say, you know, I mean, there are some people that can say that actually, but
So
you know what I mean?
I wanted to mention.
But 300 years down the road, like, is that going to be like, you know what I mean? People are going to be like, oh yeah, that's that one, you know?
The Diamond Pepe, worth $10 million.
That's it, man. The diamond Pepe. That's how this started. I'm sorry to hijack your podcast.
No, it's okay.
I'm out.
So I was just
Go ahead,
looking.
John.
I was looking through the Ravencoin Asset Explorer, and oh, by the way, before I forget, I wanted to talk about mineable assets. But before we get there, I'm looking through the history of these ancients, and it looks like the first batch. And they were actually rules. Do you guys remember the rules to creating an ancient? If you were going to create them?
Yeah, you could only make, like, I believe it was 10 of them.
Yes.
And you had to offer one of them to the person that it was created in the image of.
Yes. And one more thing.
I think they had to be given away for free.
I don't recall that. Yeah, actually, maybe that was correct. But one more thing. Any other guesses out there?
There are rules to it. I thought this
I
was
don't
just like
remember that.
Silva made like some Frank put me in a Pokemon card.
No. You had to be part of the
Alright.
elite, and there are certain rules.
What? Okay, my bad.
Okay, so yes, it was 10 of them that had to be minted. The IPFS obviously had to be of that person, and one of those has to be given to that person, right? So you have 9 cards, and I believe 9 of them are given away. They're not sold. You can't sell them. You got to give them away. And the image has to be black and white.
Ah, that's right.
So I'm looking at the ancients.
When the ancients?
Yes, the ancients.
Yeah, but none of there's only like a couple ancients that are actually black and white though.
Yes, because the ancients that you're looking at, that you're mentioning, the Doug Pepe, is not the actual original ancients. That the ancients have been hijacked since then, and so it's been taken over, and other creators have been doing those. So the ones that you're talking about, that's actually, I don't know if I should drop his name on here. Maybe I'll tell you after.
It's Frizzy owns, I think.
Sure.
Oh, was it Frizz? I thought Silva made the first batch of those. But you know, that makes perfect sense.
I can't remember.
Those two are a dynamic duo in my eyes. So.
Yeah. So
yeah, Frizzy claimed that he was, but Ricky verified that.
Mineable assets, man, because that's a new thing that's being worked on, right? I forgot who is working on that.
It sounds right.
But mineable assets.
That group made them.
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead, man.
No, that's okay. Mineable assets. Like, dude, you're talking about having a diamond Pepe. You can, bro. I'm gonna put up my diamond Pepe as long, and I'm assuming this is how it works. You're gonna mine in the pool. The coins are gonna be dropped into my wallet, and then once it hits a certain number of coins in my wallet, then the Doug Pepe is released to you. I'm assuming that's part of like the whole escrow and how everything's gonna work. Not sure, but that's the way I imagine it.
I believe they're like assets. You place like a block number in, and once that block number is hit, whoever hit that block gets the asset. I don't know.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm not sure.
But how is it injected? That's the question. How is the asset injected into there? Unless it's being, I can see it working with somebody creating a centralized pool. Obviously, they own the pool, and what they're doing, they're injecting assets into each block that they mined, and obviously, yeah, because what's his name? Not Ricky. Oh, jeez, he had what's called Wall Street 2.0, I think it was. You guys know what I'm talking about? It was
yeah, that was Push.
It was push. So he had his own pool where you can mine, and you would earn assets as well, right? No.
Yeah, but he was manually paying them out.
Yes.
But yeah, Siebert. God damn it, that was his name. Sorry, the lawyer just popped into my head there.
10 days later.
I know, dude. Sorry.
All right, I got a few minutes left. Anything else you guys want to plug in?
Oh man.
No, but so mineable assets, kind of. I'm not sure if your question there or whatever. They're distributed like with the block reward.
Mhm.
So there's no. I don't know what where did you get that escrow thing? I just wanted to address that.
No, because I was just making it up because I don't know how it works. So I would just in my head I was
Oh,
just
you made it
imagining
up.
how it would work.
Oh, that's fascinating. Oh man, okay, I get you. All right, yep, nope, no problem. Yeah, basically think of it like it gets distributed with the block reward the way that a pool normally would.
Yes.
Okay, it's not side mined, it's co-mined, right? Because it's not a different chain. But it how would I put it? It doesn't require like any escrow, and it only requires that the pool participate. So like no pools could participate. You know what I mean? So like there could be no. I think, as I understand it, there could be no. I'm sure that I don't know if the foundation has a pool yet, but it'd be cool if they set one up with it. If no one does, but that's the only sort of like weird thing is that or point of centralization, I guess, if you will, of like say that you're at only one or two pools are supporting assets. You have to kind of get miners to mine your. It's going to be interesting for like the network hash rate and stuff too. Like I'm very curious. This is a really interesting thing, and like I said, it's part of why, like I said, it's co-mined, and I don't completely understand GPOW or whatever. So like I don't want to say too much about it, but like.
And who's working on it?
It's going to be distributed as if it was just the pools giving you an extra coin along with your Ravencoin.
Yes. So from the way
But they expire at a certain block height, I believe.
So it's a side chain? That's what
No,
you said.
no. Okay, I shouldn't have said side chain. I shouldn't have even said that word. It's co-mined with Ravencoin.
It's co-mined.
So it's all on the Ravencoin chain.
Uh-huh.
And they're both mined at once. To like mined. Dual. I would say dual mined, but I don't want to. There's a whole thing over there.
Okay.
So they're co-mined. So basically, think about it like the only contingency, if you will, I was trying to outline was that the pools need to participate. If that's still true, do you guys know? Is that still true, Oren and Humble Man? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry.
It's not. It's the pools need to participate, right? For mineable assets, it's not something that they're packing in. Sorry.
I believe so.
So pools will elect to or use it or not, which is just like it's a community discussion about mineable assets, something that you would want your community to know. You can't just point it, as I understand it, at any Ravencoin pool and start getting extra tokens. Mm-hmm. You have to confirm that one, and feel free to verify that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Okay,
but
yeah, not a side chain.
But the way you explained it initially, man, I don't know. I stuck my finger in the toaster and the house burned down. That's all I know.
Yeah, so basically, I was trying to explain that it's co-mined because I wasn't sure where you're getting the escrow thing.
Yeah, well,
and I said it. Only thing I said is that it's not a side chain.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Got
but
it.
I apologize for
no, it's okay.
Confusion.
Who's working on it?
Barry.
Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Barry.
Barry motherfucking Styles.
Barry. Oh, Barry Styles. Okay, that's who it was. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Barry Styles. I've seen his name pop up here and there.
I think you read some of his stuff, I believe, today. But yeah, he was the one talking to Jaros.
Yeah.
At the start of the community thing.
It would have been nice to have him here. We talk about what
but yeah, he was asking Hans a question about his.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's like our only developer left.
That's not true.
Yeah,
I mean, you have three. I was gonna say you have three just between Mangotron and they, and then I think Jaros has some limited review experience.
Raven Rebel knows what he's doing.
Raven Rebels
Yep.
is on fire, coming out with so much stuff, man. For the viewers and listeners out there, Raven Rebels.
I mean, Jesse wrote mineable assets proposal, if I recall. So, you know, people doing stuff.
RavenRebels.com. There it is. Check that out. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, hey, have you guys seen the Korean hardware wallet K-pop video they made? You owe it to yourself
No,
to
I
see
didn't
that.
see that.
Wait, you guys aren't aware of the initiative, the community initiative that's underway? Like,
What is this?
What?
God,
On
Jesus,
Twitter?
man, it's like a one-man army, man.
Post it, man. You gotta share
It's
it.
everywhere,
Share it.
man. It's in your heart, right? It's in your
in-
heart, right? Because how are we gonna get it was launched from discussion in the nest, right? About like how we gotta get these coins off that exchange, right?
Yeah.
So I said, here's my thing, right? I said, let's make a hardware wallet, team up with some K-pop ladies. You remember this, Warren? Team up with some K-pop ladies, and then market it. You know, like a nice snazzy. Like they've got like these like credit card looking ones over there. You know what I mean? Like I was looking into like 4 or 5 different companies, and they got like some pretty snazzy looking hardware wallets. You know, and then we work on the marketing with the K-pop partnership. We already have that one video that Raven Rebels made. We're off to a great start, and I'm talking about it now. The campaign's well underway, guys. It's real. It's real. It's happening. And there's already a video, and we plan to talk about this today. Me and Raven Rebels.
So speaking of the Koreans,
I couldn't make it.
Speaking of the Koreans, I did reach out to some of the Koreans, and they are actually communicating with me, and it does sound very promising that they will be participating in the Ravencoin Global Awards. So it looks like we will have a Korean division with project developers on their end, and that will be coming in October.
Hey, did I win any last year?
I don't know. I have to go look back and see. Did he? I don't remember.
Most contentious person in Ravencoin goes to Kai.
I did?
No.
Was that a thing?
No.
No.
Aww.
Why you get his hopes up, man?
That wasn't. Well, yeah. What the?
I should have been on stage.
Why do you say that?
I should have been on stage. Say, shout out to the Ghost of Kai. You should have been there. Man.
Guys, you gotta make everyone think he's dead.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, dude. What's up, man? We could talk off air. Just for now, this is about it. We'll be resuming this next month. I want to do this once a month, just because development's a little on the slower side. So I think once a month is good enough to see where everything's at, and hopefully we get more people involved here to talk about what they've been working on. So with that said, everybody that's watching, hold on. Hey, hold on. We got some messages here from Polytech. K-pop is a blue anon meme. That's for you, Kai. Did you get that? Kai?
K-pop is a what?
K-pop is a blue anon meme.
Oh, is that... Wait, blue and... That's Joe.
Market?
Right?
Joe Market?
Yes.
Yeah.
I told
Joe doesn't own fucking K-pop. Who is this guy?
It's Polytech. I asked him.
Where is this? Twitch? I'm coming over there.
On Twitch. I said, hey, dude, are you Joe? He's like, no, I'm not Joe.
I'm just kidding.
Why you lie, bro? If you're Joe, it's cool. You can hang out. I don't care. I like Joe. Joe Market's cool. In fact, I wanted to get him on the podcast, but he never came through. But yeah, that's where we're at. We can talk off. Well, let's see. If Polly jumps on right now.
Oh, it's Joe or one of the other Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Is Joe dead
okay.
or
He's been one of our very dedicated viewer for all these episodes. So we appreciate him.
Hey, Joe. God bless you, buddy. But what was I gonna say? He the thing that I was like blue anon. How do I know that from? I was like, man, I spent a lot of time out on the boards and stuff. I was just like, man, who is that? And I was like, oh my god, it's fucking Joe. And he's referencing himself as blue anon.
Jeez.
All right, I'm sorry.
The revelation, Polly. The revelation. Might as well just change your name to Joe. There it is. All right. We're good, Polly? Can we stop now? With your permission, can we end the stream? All right, let's get out of here. with that said, if you guys want to hang out afterwards, we'll hang out afterwards. I just need to end the stream here. All right. With that said, who we got? Oh, who jumped in here? Bless your heart. Welcome.
Oh my God, the legend.
Hang tight, BYH. He's gonna end the podcast, then we can go crazy.
Okay, then. Okay, let's end the podcast.
No more recording.
You think I'm Joe? Polly says you think I'm Joe. I don't know, man. We're about to party over here. You got to come through, man. All right, let's go. We're out of here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adios, stack sats and huddle. Adios.
All right, time to